courtesy of this atmospheric river event. Take a look at some of these totals. Yeah, that says 6 feet or more. You're like, what? That's a lot of snow. It is a lot of snow, and this is over the last 7 days. So we have seen tons of snow piling up here, and that's why the skiers are out there really taking full advantage of it. There are many areas, though, where we are in that 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5 foot range, all up and down the Sierra. So less in the Cascades. Parts of the Intermountain West, though, have seen a lot of 12 to 18 plus inch totals. And here is how much more is still yet to come. So this is through Wednesday. I think we're looking at another about 8 to 12 inches in a lot of these Sierra spots, but some spots could even exceed a foot. So foot to foot and a half would probably be on the high side. So keep in mind those areas. All right, so you've already seen 6 feet of snow. Now we add another foot of snow. We could end this with like 7.5 feet. I mean, this is a prolific snow event over the last, week to 10 days. Snowfall to come around Mammoth Lakes. You're going to be in that 5 to 8 inch range. Three Rivers and south. That's where we see some of those 8 to 12 inch totals. And again, some spots could even see some higher amounts. Winter weather advisories, winter storm warnings, those remain in effect. You can see most of the West is under the winter storm warnings, including the Sierras, into Nevada, parts of Idaho as well, over into Jackson, Wyoming. That's where we've got the winter weather advisory. So you can see the snow across sections of the interior West, but it's going to be the high elevations in California where we really see those most prolific totals remain. Mammoth Mountain, California, snow depth right now at the base, 88 inches, 111 inches at the summit. Over the last 72 hours, we have seen 46 inches of snow. So nearly 4 feet of snow just within the last 3 days. Lifts open 19 of 25, and take a look at that forecast. Skiers rejoice. We've got more snow coming Monday night, and even into Tuesday. Coming up on the show, we are going to be going in depth on why extreme rainfall events.
Rain down here, up here, still a lot of power out. Statewide now it's down to 478,000. So we've dropped about 50,000 customers in a couple of hours. So we're going in the right direction.
Yeah.
Thankfully, the weather is much better today. The wind is basically calm up here, and there's little if any rain from here up into the Bay Area.
Yeah, now it's the sound of work, and especially chainsaws. Mike Seidel, thanks so much. We're going to check back in with you. Obviously, the flooding concern remains exceptionally high today, especially farther to the south. So now we get you into Southern California, and we've got that high risk of flash flooding through tomorrow morning. Areas in red. Again, this does include the LA metro area. High risk with the likelihood in the areas shaded in yellow. Tuesday into Wednesday, we're still dealing with a good chance of at least some flash flooding. I don't think it's going to be as widespread as what we see today, but I do think we will see flash flooding Tuesday and into Wednesday. And unfortunately, when we look at these high-risk days for flash flooding, I've mentioned that they account for most of our deaths and most of the financial cost that comes with damage from flooding. So the Weather Prediction Center, they issue these risks when it comes to flash flooding, and this is the percentage of annual deaths and damage. So when we have one death or injury, 46% of the time we have a high-risk day, we see at least one death or injury due to flash flooding. On a moderate risk day, about 1 out of 4 of those would you see at least one death. So much more, double when we have a high-risk day. High-risk days that account for $1 million or more in damage, that happens 62% of the time we have these high-risk days. Out west, we've got SFO and we've got LAX that we're keeping a very close eye on here on our Monday. SFO, you're doing okay right now. Delays, departure delays, only about 15 minutes. So we've got the green there. We don't have any significant issues when it comes to the rain. We saw that rain off in the distance in the camera, and you can see just some light rain showers around downtown San Francisco. You've got a little blue sky peeking through as well. Winds, they're going to remain gusty here in the Bay Area. We've got 20 to 25 mile per hour winds. They'll back off as we make our way into the later afternoon and evening hours, and through the overnight, I think we're dealing with less wind, but at least still some spotty shower chances. Tomorrow during the afternoon, we continue to watch for scattered rain showers, but the winds are much less of an issue. So some good news. Now here at LAX, we've got the rain moving in, and as Mike has pointed out, it's going to be on the moderate and heavy side here in the short term. So with a wind of 16 miles an hour, along with that rain, would not be surprised to see some delays start to add up on the big board. Los Angeles, when we look at our 12-hour total here of rain, This is over the last 24 hours, had over 3.5 inches of rain coming down. 24-hour total, over 6 inches of rain. Top 10 wettest day on record, top 3 for the month of February. You can see most of that rain was coming down within the last 16 to 10 hours. So very, very late yesterday and into the overnight. Record rainfall, again, third wettest February day on record, ties the 10th wettest day ever, Mike, for the city of Los Angeles on record. And again, 4.10 inches of rain. We kept it going during the overnight as well. So we had over 6 inches, 6.25 inches by the time all was said and done. And by the way, we're adding more into the mix. So our 2-day totals are going to be pretty incredible, Mike. With that moderate rain coming down, those gauges are filling up.
All right, Alex, thank you very much for that. Boy,